announced retirement again. And I said this several times that retirement is often, it's not the same as it used to be, right? It's not the same. Like back in the day, retirement was something. When somebody retired, it was like, it was a done deal. Like they were done, like they were retiring. It was going to be over. They were going into the sunset. But more and more often now, as these sports and these elite athletes come into the time where they start feeling like my performance is waning, or maybe I'm not having the same passion for the game, or perhaps things aren't quite going the way that I thought they would go for my career. And now it would be that they start deciding to retire, but then they end up coming back. Like they end up not really retiring. They leave for maybe the off season, and the next thing you know, they come back before the next season, spring ball, and then they're in another thing. But Tom Brady did this, and Tom Brady did come back. And I first want to give Tom Brady his flowers, because I think a lot of us look at the greats, right? LeBron, Tom Brady, Lewis Hamilton in Formula One, and we start wondering, when is that day going to come? And a lot of people question Tom Brady for over like 7 seasons now, that he would not make it this far, let alone not be elite. And I don't want it to be mistaken. Tom Brady has played elite football throughout his entire career, although on the backside, things not as impactful as they were before, not being able to do some of the things to the level that he was before. All of this happens, but do not make a mistake. Tom Brady has been to 10 Super Bowls and won 7 of them. And a lot of people criticize LeBron James in regard to Jordan. Look how long LeBron's been in. Jordan never played that long. LeBron's been in the hell of finals, although he hasn't won as many. All right. But still, they are great. Tom Brady, 7-time Super Bowl champion, 3-time All-Pro MVP, 5-time Super Bowl MVP, I believe, 17 seasons in like top 10 pass attempts, 18 seasons in pass completions, 19 seasons in top 10 passing yards. All right, passing yards. He's a quarterback, so we got to give him props for that, right? 18 seasons in top 10 for passing touchdowns. 18 seasons. These are the numbers that tell you that these people are elite. I'm not talking about just the sheer statistics of what they accomplished in each category. 18 seasons, 20 seasons. That's LeBron. That's Tom Brady. That's going to be Lewis Hamilton. So 2020 Super Bowl, he won 2020, which Bucks are my team. I ride with them. They was down for the longest time. Tom Brady comes there. They win a Super Bowl in 2020. That's what elite does. Elite does good or great things wherever they go. All right. Those things follow them. LeBron, championships followed him. Lewis Hamilton, championships followed him. Tom Brady, championships followed him. That is what great players, GOATs, do in their perspective. But 2021 was not a good season for Tom Brady. All right. I think at this point in time, things started changing for him. Not only in his life, but in his professional career and the components around him. Okay. Gronkowski decides to leave, doesn't come back. All right. Gronk doesn't come back. Gronk decided he was going to retire. And that was a whole situation with the Patriots where he didn't want to be there. He wanted to be with Tom Brady. So we kind of forced their hand, goes there. But now Gronk's like doing USAA commercials. Gronk is done. Gronk decided, I'm not coming back. And a lot of people thought Gronkowski's going to come back again and Brady and the dual team are going to win another Super Bowl. Gronk said, I'm done. I'm done, Tom. As fun as it is, as great as it has been, as great as it was for us to leave the Patriots, go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, win a Super Bowl together, I'm done. My body is done. And he left. I mean, Gronk was nicked up the entire time, but he's a big machine and he plays well. He's going to be Hall of Fame tight end, just like Tom Brady is going to be a Hall of Fame first ballot Hall of Famer quarterback. I have no doubt about it. Okay, he's proven that. Tom Brady has definitely proven that. So I'm going to say that Tom Brady definitely is going to be that. Tom Brady's going to go in, no doubt, Hall of Fame quarterback in the Hall of Fame and live his life and do great things. I have no doubt about this. None at all. Now, what I do want to say is he risked a lot. He put a lot on the line, just like Lewis Hamilton and them put a lot on the line. They do. They risked relationships, families, time with children. Tom Brady in 2021 was going through this. Giselle said she was done. She wanted Tom Brady to be done with football. Like, I'm done. I've been with you, Tom. I've rolled with you this long. I've put a lot of things off of my own that I want to do. You've put a lot of time off with the kids. And Tom decided to come back from retirement anyway and win Super Bowls. Didn't win a Super Bowl. Ends up getting divorced. So inevitably, the man chose his career over his family. I'm not judging him for that. I'm not saying everybody can do that. I'm not saying it might have been the best thing to do, but I'm saying that when somebody loves and has as much passion as these greats do, and Lewis Hamilton and Tom Brady and LeBron James, they risk these things. They do. And Tom risked them, and a lot of people would turn around and say it wasn't worth it. You didn't even make it. You didn't win a Super Bowl. You lost your wife. Your relationship's probably fractured with your kids. I mean, what do you have to show for it? Well, he's got a lot to show for it. His career is fucking impeccable. His career is impeccable. He's got a lot to show for it. And now he's going to retire, and I'm not sure post-retirement, will his family be there? All right. Will he be able to reunite with his wife, his kids? Will he have that opportunity to do that? That is that's what he put at stake, and I don't know if he can get that back. Now, I know a lot of people are wondering, like, Lewis Hamilton, it's time for him to retire. We've heard this several times. Lewis Hamilton should retire. Okay? Lewis Hamilton is no duck. Lewis Hamilton is far from galaxy light years away from Alonso. Far from galaxy light years away. Okay, it takes multiple drivers on the grid to equal up to how many championships this one man carries while he's still active in the sport of Formula One. And a lot of people want to know, is he retiring? When is he going to retire? Is the retirement going to happen? A lot of people want to know this. A lot of people want to force retirement up on Lewis Hamilton. They want to say that he needs to retire. They want to get rid of him on the grid for several reasons, I believe. Okay, just like Brady dealt with the Antonio Brown situation, he showed that he was a good person. He put his hand out to bring Antonio Brown back. Lewis Hamilton has shown that he's a good person. He deserves the respect of the culture to say when his career is over and he feels it's over, it's done, because he's proven to us that he's great and he's done great things and he sits among the greats, just like Tom Brady. People probably were foul for trying to push Brady into retirement based on the amount of years of the average quarterback. Tom Brady is not average. Lewis Hamilton is not average. Serena Williams is not average. Beckham was not average. Michael Jordan is not average. I can keep going and going. Barry Bonds, cheater, the judge, they're not average. They're not average. Gretzky, not average. You cannot apply your standard conceptions and dynamics on people that are not average within their crafts. Lewis Hamilton, even at his age, is outperforming drivers younger and what you would say are more thriving and youthful than him. He's outperforming them. All right. Some people today would say Max Verstappen is the best driver on the grid right now. That's what they would say. I would say, okay, based on, if you want to say the championship, cool. But let's not get it mistaken. The best car, the best driver, he did what he should do. I don't think that we should use 2022 season as a catalyst to say that Lewis Hamilton should retire because he did not get a race win. 310 Grand Prix he's been in. 7-time world champion, tied for the record of all Formula One. 103 wins. 103 poles, 61 fastest laps, 191 podiums, 19 hat tricks, 6 Grand Slams. Come on now. These are the things that this man has done and what he is doing in the sport. And like Tom Brady, yes, Lewis Hamilton's time will come. Lewis Hamilton's time will come when it is time, just like these guys in this photo, Michael Jordan, Beckham, Brady. His time will come when it is time for him to walk away from the sport of Formula One. But it is not now. And 2022 cannot be your Grand Slam court case catalyst to say Lewis Hamilton is washed. The Mercedes produced a car that was far troublesome. And what I would say is there was no other driver on the grid that would be able, aside from Russell, because Russell to me is a good driver. Russell is a good driver. And I think what Russell has in his bag is he spent seasons and seasons driving a shitbox for Williams. He spent seasons of seasons fighting a horrible machine. So when Russell got into the W13, he wasn't far removed from where he come at Williams. It was pretty much a lateral movement, but better machinery. He came from a shit situation with the car. W13 was a shit situation with the car. Russell already knew how to negate that. And Lewis Hamilton proved, I haven't always had the best car on the grid, but I can do good things with a crap car. Podiums, they both made. Russell with his first race win. Big shot and congratulations to you, Russell. I am keeping it real with you all. If this season Mercedes produces a competitive car without all the debacles, without asking Lewis Hamilton to run tests, sacrifice races to get data and information, all of those things, if they produce another W11, hell, W12 even, they produce one of those, and Lewis Hamilton cannot get a race win, cannot be the first driver after 300 Grand Prix to capture a race win, then I will say, you know what? Maybe Lewis Hamilton's seasons are starting to look like Brady's 2021, 2022. Maybe it might be time. Maybe. But those things we'll have to wait for and see. And it still does not erase all the great things that Lewis Hamilton has done. A lot of you that shit on Lewis Hamilton, y'all just straight up haters. You're either haters, you love Max Verstappen so much you can't be objective like I can. Max Verstappen is a good driver. I just said that out of my mouth. Max Verstappen is a talented driver. I just said that out of my mouth. I just said that. But I will not neglect what is the reality that Max Verstappen only wins the 2021 championship unless they do the debacle and the scandal and what was completely wrong, period. He won 2022. I'm not going to shade on that. Although an umbrella raindrops rain on him in a hold umbrella by the cost cap, I still give him credit for 2022. Fastest, best, most consistent car of all tracks on the grid is what a driver of Max Verstappen's caliber should do. Lewis Hamilton, given the same opportunity and same machinery, we will see if this happens in 2023 and what he will do. If he falls short, then it is time, maybe you could say, like Brady, 2021, 2022, might be on the backside of his career and almost ready to go. Now, Tom Brady announced this. Social media said he's ready, said he's done. Time will tell. Time will tell. I'm waiting to see. If San Francisco calls, if the Raiders call, does Brady go? Does Brady say, okay, I'll come off my couch one more time? And you know what? I'm not going to blame him if he does because it's hard. Somebody that's played the game. And listen, there are very few people who eat, shit, sleep, breathe, work, feel their sport and craft in football. He's done this for 20 plus seasons. It is going to be hard for him to sit at home and decide what to do. Not watch tape, not strategize, not going for team meetings, not meet with the coordinators, not meet with the head coach, not meet with the players, not go for recovery, not go for training, not go for workouts, not go for ops, not go for it's going to be hard. His whole entire majority of his life, adult life, all of his adult life has been football. All of his adult life has been football. Lewis Hamilton, all of his adult life has been Formula One. But these gentlemen, and Lewis Hamilton probably more so than Tom Brady, has compiled and built things that will facilitate them outside of their sports, although I don't think they will offer them the competitive food they need to be fulfilled for some time. It is going to take years and years for them to shed that competitive spirit of needing to be in a seat, needing to be on a field, needing to have a steering wheel in my hand, needing to have a football to pass. It is going to take time for that to happen. And this is what causes players to come back in and out of retirement. Lewis Hamilton, we're looking for what his next contract is going to be and how it's going to be structured. I, along with my brother Thanos, have agreed and said, I believe this contract will probably be Lewis Hamilton's last contract. I believe this contract will have some stipulations and some clauses in it that will allow Lewis Hamilton to remain around the sport of Formula One in a very supporting role type situation. That is what you can probably look forward to. So I'm not going to stay on here long. I just want to say salute to Tom Brady for all the great football that you've played, for all the hating that you've succumbed, for all the doubters that you proved wrong. I'm talking about major sports analysts doubting this man based off normal catalysts. He's not that. He proved you wrong. Multiple Super Bowls, multiple appearances. Although not the most dynamic and most wowing quarterback, a quarterback of pure craft in his own to manipulate, to utilize, and to take advantage of anything the defense would give him. And for that, he was great and he was dangerous. Tom Brady with the ball in his hand with 40 seconds is still dangerous in a one-score game. In a two-score game, you give Tom Brady 2 minutes, it's still dangerous. He's proven this with a 20-plus point deficit with the Atlanta Falcons coming back to bounce them up out of there. These are the great things that he's done. These are the great things that Lewis Hamilton is still doing and probably will do when we see the W14 if it performs up to par. I'm going to say that if Mercedes has elected to stay with the slim side pod revision of this car, they have either learned a shit ton of a lot and have applied it and have worked out their kinks, or Mercedes is proving to us, just like last season, that they are hard-headed and stubborn, that once they dial in on a strategy, not to change it when things and situations and environments change on the track. Mercedes has to come out of that. They have to be willing to adapt and change things on the fly. You cannot bring a gun to a knife fight and a guy has a full clip and think that you are going to walk out of there alive. Lewis Hamilton needs a competitive car. He needs good strategy. He needs a reliable power unit, and he needs to mentally bring it. With all that said, if Lewis Hamilton does not mentally bring it, to get that conviction in his heart to be a sheer killer on the track of race pace, for somebody goes, oh, you all told Lewis Hamilton to kill people on the track? No. Of race pace, to have the determination and the hunger of a straight beast lion. He won't do it. If he brings that, he will. And I think he will. I mean, last season, you come out of a season, you got robbed. You come out of a season, you got literally robbed. You come into a season, the car is crap. Come on. Y'all want to use those variables to say Lewis Hamilton is washed? How many drivers didn't get a podium last season? While Lewis Hamilton did multiple podiums. But you say he's washed. You got drivers who didn't get one damn podium, one damn race win, probably didn't lead 5 laps in a Grand Prix, yet people want to say Lewis Hamilton is washed. Are you crazy? Or are you just a hater? Are you blind? Or is your TV playing you shenanigans? Maybe you need to go to Best Buy, your local electronics store, pick up a brand new TV that will show you something that you legitimately need to see. It cracks me up. Alonso literally gets a participation award and record every time he shows up to a Grand Prix. He ain't won championships since ever. But, Alonso's great, Wolfpack. You can't shit on Alonso. Alonso's the man. What? Where is this? This double standard is so blatantly obvious. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. When Lewis Hamilton is ready, he will hang it up. I will be ready to say it is time for him to hang it up when I see a man who has machinery that should win races and he cannot win them. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I'll be like, damn, Lewis is coming. It's on that. It's on the way. I said it about Tom Brady. 2021, I said it looking kind of funny. 2022, I was like, think he might be done. And it's not. And don't get it wrong. Tom Brady's still playing. Tom Brady is still better than damn the bottom half of 30-some quarterbacks in the NFL. Tom Brady, I'm still picking Tom Brady over Herbert. I'm still picking Tom Brady over Dak. I am picking Tom Brady over Dak. I believe Tom Brady had the same weapons Dak had. We were seeing more. I'm still picking Tom Brady over Daniel Jones. I'm still picking Tom Brady over Sam Darnold. I'm still picking Tom Brady. I'm picking Tom Brady over damn Russell Wilson. I'm picking Tom Brady. Who else I want to go to? I'm still picking Tom Brady over Trevor Noah. I'm picking Tom Brady over Zach Wilson. I'm not picking Tom Brady over Patrick Mahomes. I'm not picking Tom Brady over damn Jalen Hurts. I'm not picking Tom Brady over even I'm definitely not picking Tom Brady over Joe Burrow. There you go. Think about it. I'm not picking Tom Brady over. Yeah, I'm probably picking Tom Brady over Kyler Murray as of right now. Yeah, I'm probably doing that. Yeah, probably so. But the point is, I'm picking Tom Brady over plenty of quarterbacks. So could he still remain in NFL and play? Yep, he could. But I think Tom Brady might realize that, like, some people make the mistake of staying too long, you diminish your end. That's just real. You diminish a little bit of your end of what people, how they perceive you. Sometimes you don't want to give people like, listen, you don't want to play 4 garbage seasons and still be called to go. Be like, damn, man, but he played them 4 seasons. He was trash. Because that's really what people are going to say. So there's a sweet spot to bounce up out of here. I think Tom gave it the opportunity that is allowable to me. 2021 comes back, didn't quite work, but you know what? Let's come back 2022. Hey, you know what? I'm done right there. I've risked enough. I'm getting up from the blackjack table. I'm going to take my chips. I'm going to cash them in. I'm going to live my great life. That is a very real thing that people have to consider when it is time to hang it up. To be remembered of more being great than a sabotaging crash, fire dumpster, shit in a brown bag on fire on your porch end. Just saying, keeping it real. So, like I said, big shout out to Tom Brady. He is the GOAT of quarterbacks in NFL. Lewis Hamilton is the GOAT right now in Formula One. LeBron James, definitely, arguably, heavily debatable, the GOAT in NBA. Definitely believe. Look at how many championships he's been to. I know he didn't win as many consecutive, but think about this. LeBron did it in multiple destinations. Jordan only did it with one. He had an all-star cast. The cast was fucking great. Come on now. Let's just be real. Okay? Although great, Jordan is great. LeBron's done things that Jordan never did. Jordan never proved. Actually, Jordan did prove it. Jordan went to another team and didn't win shit. Jordan went to another team and didn't win anything. Jordan spent multiple seasons in the NBA and never won championships and got bounced out of the playoffs. People forget that. People forget about that. Jordan got bounced several times before he started winning, was able to win on a streak with the cast that he had. And then when he left and came back, he didn't win anything. It was not great. LeBron been doing this a long time at an elite high level. So I do not think that you have to shit on one to uplift another. I just think that if you're going to try to down people, you need to kind of look at the bigger scheme and pictures of what they've done and the greatness. LeBron's greatness is different than Jordan's ever could be. And off the court, Jordan don't stand a chance against LeBron James as a complete package of a basketball player on, off the court, in political, all of that. Lewis Hamilton is that. Now, although Brady didn't do a lot when it came to political views, he kind of took the Jordan approach on that, kind of stayed out of it sometimes, the wrong thing, like the MAGA hat, make America great again. That was a bad move, Brady. Like Jordan with the whole Republicans buy my shoes too type thing. That was a bad move. Jordan made a couple of bad moves. They kind of are alike in that way. All right. But LeBron James and Lewis Hamilton are more alike in their ways and doing great things. So big shout out to him. Big salute to Tom Brady. I enjoy watching him play. I enjoyed seeing all the Super Bowls. I enjoy seeing haters say that they hate seeing him in the Super Bowl just like they hate seeing Golden State. I love to see people winning, especially if they win right and legally. I like to see you winning that way. If you ain't winning that way, I don't like it so much. I question you. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Massey, NBA champ. So big shout out to you all. Appreciate it. We will be live Sunday at 11 a.m. for the E-Race. Be there for that. Also, this Friday, I believe February 3rd, we will be live. I look to be live for the Red Bull Racing RB19 reveal. I am really looking forward to seeing that car, seeing what they will do to it. I know last time they bummed us out, they just showed, but I think there's still bits and pieces that we might see that are going to be realized during testing, and I'm looking forward to testing. I'm going to be here for testing for all the high flow viz paint you can get, all the air rakes you can get. We going to be here for that. A little bit different than last season. Last season, I went multiple days, 8+ hours a day. I'm going to do a little bit different this season, but we're going to be in there and we'll check it out. So I really appreciate you all. Y'all stay up. Just had to come on live. Tom Brady, big salute to you. I wish you the best in your life and your endeavors and going forward in your life as a human being. You did great things for the sport of football. You are a first ballot Hall of Famer, no doubt. There are other Hall of Famers that should definitely be in there that are not yet, but Tom Brady is definitely going to make it. Gronk is definitely going to be a Hall of Fame first ballot tight end, I believe. If not, that's crazy. Kelsey's working his way, and Patrick Mahomes is too, and Jalen Hurts might be just starting off his campaign for leading to try to see if he can reach the goals of Tom Brady, just like Max Verstappen is trying to reach the goals of Lewis Hamilton. But Lewis Hamilton's still in it right now, exceeding and pushing those goals. So big shout out to him too, and be looking for, hey, Formula One is about to kick up, baby. I'm out. Get crunk.